everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Sarah, and this is For the Love of Heat. So, we got something cooking in the kitchen. First off, I got a crock pot. Take a look at the crock pot. So, it's just a simple one with low, medium, and high. So, I am super excited to bring you guys maybe some crock pot recipes, cooking with some heat. But what do we got cooking today? I have cooking some sweet and sour chicken. So I started with the chicken first and foremost because that took the longest. So these are all oil pan fried. So they're just, I think I used 6 chicken tenderloins, cut them into pieces, put them into an egg wash. Now, in that egg wash, I did add some seasoning. I added some Moruga Scorpion and some Carolina Reaper sea salt in the egg wash. And then in the dredge, the powder dredge, I used 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. I also added into that dredge red peppers, just some red pepper flakes, also some Moruga Scorpion, also some Carolina Reaper sea salt, and also some Trinidad Scorpion powder. Okay, and that's what I used. And then I did not burn my hands this time, and then I just boiled them. High five! No burn hands this time. Solid cast iron skillet. That's what I use as my Dutch oven, my cast iron Dutch oven, to put these in the oil and fry them. So I'm going to give one a try for you guys because they are just so good, and then I didn't overcook them, so they're not hard and crunchy. Y'all, you can munch on these all day. Little popcorn chicken. So these are homemade. So I made these, and they got a little back heat to them, and I can sense that, or I can taste that little back heat there. I love that. So let's take a look at the sauce. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. It's been literally cooking for 3 hours. And look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. So in this is sweet red bell pepper, green bell pepper. I used about a half each. 1 huge jalapeno, a half a can of pineapple slices, including the pineapple juice. Okay. Now let's talk about the seasonings that I put in that to spice that up. So this is the base. It's La Choy sweet and sour sauce. Okay. Then I added the rest of my habanero mango buffalo sauce. So you can get this at the grocery store. I love this stuff. I honestly really do love this stuff. And she's all gone. My pineapple fatale. So there's about that much left in the jar. So I went ahead and added that to the sauce to give it that extra little pineapple fatale kick. And then I had some of this stuff, which is Melinda's sweet and spicy Polynesian sauce. And this has got a little kick, and the flavor in it is absolutely divine. I really love this stuff. So if I can find this in a big bottle, I might grab some. So this would be great to add to teriyaki sauce as well. This has got an excellent sweet and spicy flavor. And then in that, of course, some more Moruga Scorpion. Okay, these are California Blazing Chili Farms, y'all. So check them out on Etsy. And some Carolina Reaper seasoning. And I did add just regular iodized salt and pepper. We use white pepper. Okay. And then some red pepper flakes. And that is all in the sauce. sauce.
Okay, let's take a look.
That is all in the sauce. And look at all those yummy veggies. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision to smell that because it smells so good. And then over here, we've got some rice going on. I'm waiting for the rice to bubble. And that is our sweet and sour chicken. So as soon as the rice is done, we will see you at the table. But hopefully this gives you a great idea for an excellent crock pot meal. So I am not going to add the chicken because I don't want the outside base of the chicken, all that crunchy, to soften and become gooey. So we're just going to keep those separated. And even if we have leftovers for the next night, we're still going to keep those separated because we don't want that chicken to encompass all the sauces and become mushy and gooey, and we just don't want that. So I already had a kind of a bad experience making chicken Alfredo, and I put the noodles in and they just became mushy, and I don't like mushy. No one likes mushy. So we're going to keep those separated, and then we will meet you at the table for the final product. All right.
You already started the video?
All right, you guys, we are back at the table with our sweet and sour chicken that I made. Look how beautiful that looks. It looks like it's straight out of the restaurant. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic. So if you're tuning in just now, I made crockpot sweet and sour, spicy sweet and sour sauce. And I only cooked the sauce in the crock pot. I did the chicken all by itself. So I put it into the egg wash and then dredged it in panko and flour and some special hot spices and seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
And then fried those and put those aside. I did not add those to the sauce because I didn't want to gum up the breading, the delicious breading that is on the chicken. And I'm still not going to add them to the sauce because we have a lot leftover. So, and that's going to be great for another day. And we're going to keep the chicken separated so it doesn't ruin that delicious breading, and the breading stays beautiful and delicious and crunchy. And we just did regular rice, and in the sauce, like I said, if you're just tuning in, regular sauce is La Choy sweet and sour sauce. That's a good base.
They made it this far, they definitely heard it.
Huh?
So if they made it this far, they definitely heard it.
This is just for those just now tuning in. So sweet and sour sauce, mango habanero. Okay. I use the rest up of my pineapple fatale. I'm definitely going to be ordering more of this from Hellfire. But I only had like a little bit left, so I just went ahead and added that to my sweet and sour sauce. And then I did add this whole thing of Melinda sweet and spicy Polynesian sauce. It's a really good sauce. I actually really like that. And to the breading for the chicken, I added red pepper flakes. So all through this, in the breading, the flour dredge, and the sauce is sea salt, California or bleh, Carolina Reaper sea salt from California Blazing Chili Farms, Moruga Scorpion seasoning, and Trinidad powder. So we got some spicy sweet and sour chicken.
Yep.
So ready to give it a shot? Here we go. You guys, and you can do this too. I'm gonna love using that crock pot. Just dump and go. Yeah, I'm all about that. So here we go. Is it a little hot? Perfect.
Good.
Yes. So in the sauce is a half of a red sweet bell pepper, half of a green bell pepper, one huge jalapeno, red onion, half a can of pineapple. I diced them up and put them in, and I did use the pineapple sauce. So, y'all, look how beautiful that looks. Absolutely gorgeous. The colors of it, the flavors are all there. Yum, right? Mm.
I could see you doing this again.
Mm. We need to get all those flavors. I love how the chicken is not completely soaked up with the sauce and the breading became gummy.
Mm.
I don't like that. Mm. That's killer. I think we might try some teriyaki chicken too. Mm. The chicken pizzas are great. Delicious.
And just the flavor of the chicken itself is good.
Yes. And we were kind of munching on them. We're calling them popcorn chicken because those would be really good to just make ahead of time and or snack on throughout the day. Dip them in ranch dressing, whatever dressing that you like to dip them in, or some hot sauce of your choice.
And barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm. Barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I love that.
Mm-hmm. Sweet and sour is always really sweet. It's not over the top. I've been blown away by sweet and sour. It's a strong flavor.
Yeah, he's not a sweet and savory guy. He's more savory. And so with him saying this, I love that. Because many times before I made sweet and sour chicken, it was too sweet. Way too sweet. Mm. So easy. If you don't have a crock pot, get one. I'm glad we finally did. So I'm going to be bringing some hot crock pot meals to you guys. How fun. That chicken.
Wait till the Blazing Venom barbecued ribs come out. I gotta get a hold of Carter.
We are going to be buying some Blazing Venom barbecue sauce from California Blazing Chili Farms. And we're going to do some ribs, y'all. Some ribs.
Tell me that's not the best barbecue sauce. Go ahead, fight me, because there's no way. To me, that's the epitome of the best barbecue sauce. These are different, little tweaks, but
it's hot.
that is his is closer to Sweet Baby Ray's with a pack of heat.
Yes.
That's why I love it.
Good. Yeah, that's a good way to explain that sauce because it is a really good. It's just a really good flavored smoky sauce.
You don't taste the heat. It's just hot. You don't taste the heat. It's all
you kind of do.
Sweet Baby Ray's. Compared to some other ones, though, I'm just excited about that. A lot of stuff we'll be making.
I'm blown away. This is so
spicy
good.
chili, all kinds of good stuff. Yes, it was hella good, babe.
I'm absolutely blown away. I love how the chicken stands out alone.
Mm-hmm.
That is delicious.
Instead of having sweet and sour.
My sinuses are starting to drain. And I'm starting to get. It's warm. It's definitely warm. It's not over the top where we couldn't handle it. Y'all, gotta try this. And of course, really learning what spices go well together in meals is huge. Because you wouldn't want to just put any spices in this. You want to make sure they complement each other, similar flavors, and maybe similar heat profiles. I wouldn't want to add extract to this at all. Because we want to enjoy it too. But definitely amp up the spice levels.
Scorpion powder would do that. So.
And we love the Trinidad scorpion powder, because it doesn't add the flavor.
That's why I want the Butch Tea or the 7-Pot Primo powder.
Because it definitely ramps up that heat level in everything. Oh,
I would compare a 7-Pot with a Reaper one.
that was absolutely killer.
Yeah.
So, heat level. Let's give it a heat level.
All right, I got mine. I don't want to influence you.
Because my nose is starting to get kind of what is it, backed up, I guess. I'm starting to get stuffy a little bit.
Oh.
Eyes are moistening up, so I'm gonna give it a high 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a high 2. What do you give it?
I was gonna say low 3, but yeah.
Okay, low 3, high 2, low 3. The heat level
I'm getting no response. My nose isn't doing anything.
No. But it's there. The heat level's there. This.
Yeah, you threw the chicken.
This is for pepperheads. This is not for non-pepperheads.
You threw the whole kitchen sink at it. It'd be warm.
Taste and flavor.
Not 10.
10?
Yeah, it's better than any sweet and sour I've ever had.
Delicious sweet and sour. And he usually would buy the beef and broccoli teriyaki is what he would normally go for.
Or
General Tso's. Yes. So General Tso's is a little sweet, but it's got the heat incorporated into that.
If you get it authentic, it's hot.
Yes, I remember the first time he had me try a chili.
Yeah, bird's eye.
From his General Tso's chicken. That chili took me over the top, and that was the first time ever that I had a hot pepper. Remember?
Was that the first time?
Yes.
Okay.
I hated it. Said never again.
Those
never
are bitter
again.
too. It's not just a burn.
Never again. And here I am. What, 2 years later?
It's just people can't change.
And I just noticed this. It just adds so much flavor. It adds depth. It adds character. And why not? If you love it, make it. So
not everyone can pull this off. Like you said, knowing what to mix. Some of them stand out and ruin meals. So knowing what to not ruin meals and still throw a bunch of stuff at it, yeah, it takes some skill. Nice job, babe.
I made chicken Alfredo. Thank you. I made chicken Alfredo, and I absolutely ruined it. And the only way that I ruined that, I added the noodles into the sauce into the crock pot.
Yeah,
and
it's like today or last night's would have been nearly as bad.
It ruined those noodles.
Yeah,
it mushed them, and
you couldn't tell what was what on the plate sometimes.
Yeah, that was really disappointing because I was really looking forward to chicken Alfredo
and the first try of the crock pot.
The sauce was great. The chicken was really great, but the noodles mushed it up. So now I have learned that that's going to be great for sauces, roasts, soups, things like that. I'm going to keep rice or I'm going to keep noodles out of it.
Was this literally a chicken soup? Other than that, certain things.
Yeah. And if we want noodles, then we can always add them like we did the rice and the chicken. So I'm not going to incorporate the chicken. I'm going to still keep that separate.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
All right, babe.
All right, you
That was
guys.
good.
Thank you for joining us on this crockpot adventure meal, and this turned out very lovely. I love it. It's delicious.
Meet up for the Alfredo, I'm sure.
It's got the heat that I was looking for. It's got the flavor profile I was looking for, and it just everything worked. And I didn't burn my hands on the oil making the chicken, y'all. Yay! So this is a double thumbs up meal.
Yeah.
100%. All right. Give yourself give it a try yourself. Spicy sweet and sour chicken, and tell me how your recipe turns out.
It honestly wasn't that crazy to make this. It's like you just knew.
That's a
But
good thing about
if
crock
you
pot.
don't know,
Dump and run.
you
Let
know,
it go.
if you don't know what you're doing, you could add something like this and totally screw up the whole recipe if you didn't realize. Not you, but people in general. Sometimes, they turn into a mad scientist, and then one of those flavors ruin the whole dish. Just one.
I'm totally a mad scientist in the kitchen.
I know, but in a good way. Mad scientist means adding stuff without really knowing what you're doing.
I know. I'm not in there going do.
Some people are.
I am really considerate in regards to flavor profiles matching, and then maybe adding another flavor profile that's like, oh, that's good. What is that? But it works. Everything has to work. You can't just add like mustard to this and expect it to be good. You just can't. You really have to know your seasonings. You have to know your sauces and put those together to create that flavor profile that you're looking for.
All it takes is one thing being off to screw it all up.
This is true. This is true.
But I think that'll be our video for tonight.
That is it. So give it a try yourself, y'all, and tell us how it turned out. Yeah. I want to know. All right. Have a good night and stay spicy.
Bye, y'all.
Good night. I'm Sarah.
Yeah.
And he's Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Corey.
I've been known to be.
You all know him.